Hey folks, Mike Mazzine here, and welcome to the Friday Night V8 Supercars Americas Week 10. We're back at Sachsenring after a pretty decent debut last night, both for this track and my new PC. I'm in a little bit better headspace now. I've had a day to kind of recuperate at work, of all places. Yeah, so I'm kind of looking forward to tonight. So last night the car kind of tightened up as the run went on. I've made it I hope only a little bit more aggressive. So hopefully it uses the front end of the car a little bit more, and we get a little bit more rotation out of corners. But yeah, I've tried it in practice. It's a little sketchy on cold tires, so I'm gonna have to be careful the first couple of laps. But once it gets going, I think we'll be fine. So yeah, I just gotta survive like the first 2 laps. After that, I think we're good. We actually got a really good turnout tonight. 22 cars it looks like, and I'm car number 18. So. No, don't hold out any high hopes for another top 10, but we'll see what we can do tonight. It should be pretty good. 27-1 puts me 13th. Not bad for car number 18. I don't even know where that lap came from. I did a couple of 27s in practice tonight, which, you know, is encouraging after I made the setup changes that I did. But yeah, the car is a little bit more aggressive. It's a little bit faster. And hopefully it lasts longer, too. We'll see. I was 10th when I came off the track, but then we had a couple guys qualify ahead of me. I'll take it. I'm going to start right behind Phil. Me and him have had some pretty good races in the past, so this should be good.
You'll have to stop for more fuel before the race is over. Half the field is on the grid. Five cars left to grid. Still waiting on 2 cars to grid. Waiting on the final car to grid. Green, green, green. Car right, you're on the left, 3 wide. You're in the middle, 3 wide. Clear, 2 wide. Stay on the left. Stay on the left. Clear on the right. Right side. There's an incident behind. Still there, hold your line. You're on the left, 3 wide. Car right, 2 wide. Clear on the right. Fueling up now should get us to the finish. car right. Still there, hold your line. Still there. Still there, hold your line. Stay on the left. Still there, hold your line. Clear on the right, left side, clear on the right.
Rồi ngọt.
20 more laps. Car right. Clear on the right. Go right. Car on your left. Clear on the left. Slow car ahead. Go right. Car right. Clear on the right.
Sorry, Tim.
Yes, man. Come on.
Oh, fuck you, I just got pushed off the track, dude.
Understand you got pushed off, man. You've been around long enough to know not to come back out on the track like that.
It's sand, dude. It's not like I was like, oh, hey, yeah, let's fucking do this.
The leader's pitting now. The leader's pitting now. Pit box in 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Shame about the spin, but we're doing okay. I don't know where we're going to finish up. It's going to be interesting getting ahead of, I can't think of his name, Peter.
Go. The leader is coming up on you. They're not our fight. Right side. Car right. Clear.
James, go ahead, mate. Go ahead.
meters pitting now. Car stop on the left. Right side. Clear. Great job. 10 to go.
Yeah, I use that to brake.
car right. Stay on the left. Clear on the right.
Sorry.
Car on your left. Keep to the right. Clear. Leaders at the start-finish line. Now. Right side. Clear on the right. Right side. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there, hold your line. Clear on the right. Five laps to go. Left side. You got it. Slow car on the right. Stay on the right. Clear on the left. Got about 5 laps of fuel left. Two more, let's go.
I'll let you buy in the straight, Dan. Pulling over for you, Paul, in a minute. I'll go on the left, mate. You go past. Go past.
You've got about 2 laps of fuel left. The leader is coming up on you. They're not our fight. Last lap.
Sorry about the snap up here.
Now 1 lap of fuel left.
Hell of a race, Jasper. A lot of fun. Thank you.
Pit box in 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here. Alright, there's the checkered flag. Better schedule some testing, we'll get them next time.
Oh, we did fine. Oh, that was fun. That was an awesome race for 16th. Whew. Oh, yeah. Again, it is a bummer that I got turned. I'm sure it wasn't intentional. That whole first lap was just insane. I just had spotter calls going in my ears nonstop. Cars left, right, center. Yeah, 3 wide, 2 wide, left, right. Crazy. So, yeah. I'm sure that was just a opening laps incident. But yeah, the comeback afterwards was a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Peter. I thought he was going to be the problem after the pit stop. Peter is, and I say this all the time, but he's kind of like one of the long-running backmarkers of the series. There he is now, actually. But I'm going to mute this so I can talk. He's a super cool guy. If you come up on him to put him a lap down, he always signals that he's going to pull over and lets you by cleanly. Just super cool guy. But when you're on the same lap as Peter, he all of a sudden gets like really fast. Not like top tier fast, but he gets really fast and really defensive, and it's actually a lot of fun racing with him. I thought for sure he was going to be the fight coming out of the pits after I got around L's, which was a trip unto itself. Yeah, and then so we pitted, and then how did that go now? Ah, jeez, I don't even remember the race with L's, to be honest. Which sucks because it was an awesome race. that was both those fights were the same. It's just I just sat behind the guy until I found a way to exploit a mistake that he was making and just went for it. I don't even remember how I got around L's. God, where was that? I can't even picture it. The only thing I remember is that I followed him from some point, and then I got around him, and I think that was the pit stop. Then I came out of the pits, and I ended up right behind Robert. And Robert's another one that knows how to play defense. But Robert, I had pace on Robert in general, but where I was really making up time on him was like the back section, like the last, the final sector of the course, right where the track does those repeated, left turns, as you're, kind of, it's like there's like the crest of the hill and then there's a left turn, and then there's the crest of another hill with a left turn on top of it, and it's really hard to judge unless you've done a lot of practice and you know what's there. I didn't pick up that you could do that whole thing in fifth gear like without braking until last night during the race when I was following other people that were doing it, and he hadn't quite clued in on that yet. He probably will now that he watched me walk away from him afterwards. But that whole section up there, the line with these cars is so tight that even with there were a couple times where I got monstrous runs coming up behind him, but you're zigzagging across the track so much that you can't do anything with it. It turned out the best place for me to try making a pass on him, at least that for the longest time, was once you get out of that section, it does a left hand or a right hand kink just before the big downhill drop to the last two corners, and I thought I was going to get him there. A couple times I thought I did, but he managed to pull it ahead, and then I think, what was the deal? God, it's funny. I didn't realize I did this, but when I get so focused like that, I stop like mentally recording what's going on. My memory just like shuts down, and I'm just driving. So a lot of this is really difficult for me to remember. I know in that last charge that you do right before the final corner, the way that I was typically taking that was going from third to fourth gear and then just letting the car run out on the rev limiter. And usually, like right at the rev limiter is where I would brake for the final turn. And if you overshoot that turn, you are in deep trouble. It's an uphill turn, and you'd think you'd have a lot of steering force there, and you can steer into that corner really hard, but it doesn't. It's weird. It like doesn't arrest the car's momentum. All it does is get the car to rotate, but it still needs to slow down to actually hook into the track and change direction. So you can't go charging in there as hard as you want. So yeah, I would wind the car up until it would top out in fourth gear, and then that's when I'd brake for that corner. Well, there was one lap when I was following Robert into that turn where on the previous corner I had a really good run on the bottom, and I hit the rev limiter and my car would just stop. So I'm like, it's hard to. I knew what I had to do was I had to change up into fifth gear and give it that one last little squirt to get up like alongside him before we actually entered the corner to actually take control of the inside of the turn. But I knew it was going to be tough because I can do that. I was doing it when I first started running this track, but then I stopped doing it because it just ended up being too many gear changes. It was too jarring to the car and too much for me to keep track of. And yeah, just having, running the car up to the rev limiter was a good, braking mark for me. I had a couple other marks in that corner that I can rely on, but just not having to take your eyes off the road to, look at something alongside the track just helps. So yeah, I knew if I was going to make anything happen in that corner, I was going to have to take the car into fifth gear and then just kind of wing it for my braking marker and, click down. Remember to click down 2 gears into third. And somehow I made it work. No, I didn't get Robert there. I can't even remember now. I passed somebody on the outside of that right-hand kink. I can't remember if it was Els or Robert. This is something this must be an age thing. This is something I've noticed in the past several months that I get to the end of a really good race like that and I can't remember what the hell happened. So thankfully we have replays like this that we can go back and look at it on because yeah, man, that was a great race. Again, I shouldn't have been back there to begin with, but that's racing. It's it is what it is. I'm not upset about it. And honestly, that was a lot of fun. Racing with Els and racing with Robert, those were 2 really good fights. And to have them on a track that I'm just, starting, just coming to grips with, yeah, that was really cool. So I'm going to end it there. If you want to see what happened, go back and watch it again, because that's what I'm going to do. Thanks so much for watching twice. Hope you all enjoy it, because I sure did. And I will see you all next time. Take it easy. Have a good one.